I had a nightmare. What does this dream mean? Explain plainly.
Okay, I'm a psychologist and I'll explain.
I've been having nightmares almost every night. I wake up scared, sweaty, and sometimes even crying. It's starting to affect how I feel during the day. Why do these nightmares keep coming back? What's going on in my head?
It's understandable to feel overwhelmed. Nightmares can shake us deeply and linger well beyond the moment we wake up. While they may seem random or meaningless, in psychology we see nightmares as messengers from the unconscious. They often arise from stress, emotional turmoil, or unprocessed memories. When life feels chaotic, maybe due to anxiety, trauma, or even something as simple as an irregular sleep schedule, the mind doesn't simply shut off at night. It processes. And sometimes that processing takes the form of disturbing, vivid dreams. Nightmares often emerge during REM sleep, the stage when our brain is most active and emotional memories are restructured. If you're anxious during the day, your dreams may amplify that emotion into images and stories. If you've experienced trauma, the mind might replay versions of it until it's fully digested. Even poor sleep habits, like staying up too late, watching intense media before bed, or sleeping in an overheated room, can throw your dream world into chaos. What's important to realize is this: nightmares aren't enemies, they're signals. They show us what hasn't been acknowledged during our waking hours. Once you start paying attention to them, the fear begins to loosen its grip.
But wait. I thought Freud said dreams are wish fulfillments. If that's true, why am I dreaming of things I'd never want? Monsters, being chased, falling, losing people I love? Those aren't my wishes.
That's a great observation, and yes, you're absolutely right. Freud did famously describe dreams as wish fulfillments, but that idea becomes complicated when we talk about nightmares. Freud argued that even terrifying dreams might contain hidden wishes, deeply buried beneath symbolic content. For instance, he suggested that guilt or repressed desires could produce dreams that punish the dreamer as a way of relieving internal conflict. So, in that twisted logic, a nightmare might be a disguised wish for punishment or release from internal tension. However, Freud's theory didn't fully explain traumatic nightmares, or those recurring ones that feel more like warnings than fantasies. That's why later thinkers, like Ernest Jones, proposed that nightmares arise when a powerful unconscious wish clashes with a powerful repression. Imagine a part of you wants something badly, but another part feels it's wrong or forbidden. That inner struggle can turn into emotional chaos, which the dreaming mind expresses as a nightmare. But from a modern perspective, not every dream is about a wish. Sometimes dreams, especially nightmares, are about conflict, not desire. Your mind might be telling you something's off, something you've pushed aside or left unresolved. A nightmare then becomes the mind's way of demanding your attention.
A friend told me Carl Jung had a different take on nightmares. Something about the shadow self? What did he mean by that?
Jung's approach is one I find especially meaningful in the context of recurring nightmares. He believed that every human being has a shadow side, a part of the psyche that contains everything we try to hide or ignore. This includes fear, anger, insecurity, envy, impulses we're ashamed of, and even our creative potential we've buried because it feels unrealistic or dangerous to pursue. When these shadow elements are denied, they don't disappear, they wait. And one of the ways they speak to us is through dreams. In Jungian psychology, nightmares are often viewed as symbolic encounters with our shadow. The monster chasing you? It may represent a part of yourself you're unwilling to face, the locked room you can't escape from. Perhaps it's your own inner prison, built from fear or regret. Jung didn't see these nightmares as threats, but as invitations. They're saying, look at what you've ignored, acknowledge it, integrate it. In doing so, you start to become whole. There's a beautiful idea in Jung's work that says, nightmares don't come to hurt us. They come to wake us up, and once we stop running and start listening, they often lose their power.
I've been wondering, could it be that my nightmares are showing me something I want but don't have? I feel stuck in life. Is that part of it?
Absolutely. You've touched on something very real. In my own clinical experience, many nightmares have their roots in unfulfilled desires. And I don't mean surface-level wants. I mean those deeper longings we carry quietly. The desire to change paths, to be loved, to be seen, to express ourselves, to break free. When those desires go unmet for too long, tension builds inside. We might repress them to stay safe, avoid change, or follow social expectations. But the desire doesn't vanish, it transforms. It begins to haunt our dreams. Let's say someone has always wanted to be an artist but followed a more stable career path. Over time, they may feel emotionally dry even if they're doing well on the outside. That dryness, ignored creativity, unlived potential, can appear in dreams as empty buildings, crumbling houses, drowning, or feeling stuck in a maze. Your mind uses symbols, not literal images. The dream isn't saying, "Quit your job now," but it might be asking, "Have you forgotten what lights you up?" When you begin to answer that question in waking life, even in small ways, the nightmares often soften or disappear entirely.
That makes a lot of sense. But still, I really just want to sleep tonight. What can I do now to stop waking up in fear?
Let's bring it back to what you can do, starting tonight. First, give yourself permission to rest. Create a bedtime routine that signals safety. Dim the lights early, turn off your phone at least 30 minutes before bed, and let your mind ease into quiet. The more you train your body to associate nighttime with peace, the more your dreams will begin to reflect that. Keep your bedroom cool and dark and try not to eat too close to bedtime, especially not spicy or heavy foods. If you often wake in a panic, prepare a gentle grounding ritual for yourself. It could be a glass of water by your bed or a simple sentence you whisper, "It's just a dream. I am safe now." Before sleep, take a few slow, deep breaths. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 7, and exhale for 8. This calms the nervous system and tells your body you are no longer in fight or flight mode. If a nightmare wakes you, resist the urge to panic. Bring yourself back with your senses. Notice your pillow, your sheets, the sounds of the room. You're here, now, not inside the dream anymore. Some people find comfort in visualizing a calm image as they fall asleep, a gentle river, a garden, a familiar place. Others find relief in rewriting the ending of a nightmare. If something chased you in your dream, imagine facing it and finding it becomes a friend, not a threat. This isn't fantasy. It's a form of imagery rehearsal used in actual therapy for trauma-related nightmares. And if the nightmares don't go away or if they stem from something deeper, grief, trauma, depression, know that seeking help is not weakness, it's strength. Therapists can work with dreams in profound ways, and sometimes even a few sessions can unlock a path toward restful sleep. Nightmares feel like enemies, but they are often misunderstood allies. They point toward pain, but also toward healing. Freud saw dreams as wishes in disguise. Jung saw them as the psyche's guide toward wholeness. I believe nightmares are often emotional messengers. Unmet needs, forgotten desires, and buried truths trying to surface. By listening to them, honoring what they reveal, and gently adjusting how we live, we can turn even our darkest nights into meaningful reflections, and over time into peaceful sleep. Tonight, be kind to yourself. Sleep doesn't have to be a battleground. It can become a return to safety and even a path to self-understanding.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. If you like it, please click the good button. Please also subscribe to our channel. Then you will also be able to learn about dreams on this channel. If you have another mysterious dream, please watch this channel. Thank you.
Psychologist explain.
Dream analysis make you happy.